evening to you one and all. Shadow Temple of the Zeldathon and Half Crew teams back here with making good on a promise that I made probably coming up to almost 10 years ago. A long time ago, friends, I had once promised to a very specific subset of people still in this community that I would eventually get in there and play the sequel to a game that I played all the way back in, I want to say 2016. That is, of course, the game called Hatoful Boyfriend, a dating simulator, a visual novel dating sim, where all of the potential love interests are pigeons. That's all you need to know. Let's get started, shall we? I didn't even turn on my camera. Jesus. Oh, come on. It was 2016. You check the old stream dog. There you go. Yeah. No, it was genuinely 2016 all the way back then. Yeah, I'm going to turn off all this stuff in the meantime here. Just kind of turn that's heart rate. I don't need that on right now. Let me find where's TLC. There's TLC. Turn that off. Anyway, I don't know why. I kind of like I came down here to get started setting up, and I just didn't. So I'm gonna go ahead and toss that up here real quick. Yeah, this is a sequel, side sequel, episodic piece of that very thing of the original Hatoful Boyfriend, but is instead the holiday episode, if you will. And so that's what we're gonna do. That's what we gonna do. Hello, BWOP. It has been probably some time since you've last spoken in this chat. In which case, not as much, to be perfectly honest, but welcome just the same. And the return of Nubla-chan. I forgot about that. Didn't know this game had a sequel? It did. In fact, I was just reading the Wikipedia article. There's supposed to be a third game at some point that it has not come out. I know Persona's still playing. Hopefully it's not too loud. The music in the main game is kind of goofy, so I'm just gonna leave it on here until I get started proper on this. According to Wikipedia, in 2018, Hatomoa, the creator of Hatoful Boyfriend, made a blog post announcing the development of a third Hatoful game titled Hatoful Boyfriend Mirror. This game is set in an alternate universe where most of the main characters are alive and where the events of the preceding two games did not occur. But as of August 2019, that game is still in development. Ooh. Well, let me give you this here, friends, because I think I could use this too, just so we're all on the same page as to what's happening in this game. I'm not going to go into the Bad Boys Love section of the game, which is where most of the meat of this thing is, because apparently the Holiday Star does not dig into Bad Boys Love very much. So I think we'll be okay skipping that one. Hatoful Boyfriend is set in an alternate version of Earth in which sapient birds have seemingly taken the place of humans in society for reasons that are hinted at, but not fully explained in the dating simulation portion of the game. In Bad Boys Love, it is revealed that Hatoful is set in a post-apocalyptic dystopian future in which a pandemic of deadly mutated strain of the H5N1 virus, or bird flu, nearly wipes out mankind in the year 2068. The release of a counter-virus cultivated to destroy the virus's avian carriers in a desperate attempt to stop the spread of the disease ends up backfiring as birds who resisted the counter-virus instead developed human-level intelligence. War soon breaks out between the newly uplifted birds and the remnants of humanity, resulting in birds emerging as the planet's new dominant life forms as humans continue to succumb to the disease. Following several terrorist attacks by human insurgency, all remaining humans have been forced to live in the wilderness away from civilization in a form of apartheid-like segregation. The game's story takes place primarily at the St. Pigeonations Institute, a bird-only high school located in the fictional Japanese town of Little Dove, Hachiman City, long after open warfare between humans and birds has ended. Society has adjusted to the avian conquest, though with minor bird-related cultural changes. For example, while some holidays, such as Christmas and Tanabata, are celebrated much as they are in the present day, a major event in the game is Legumentine's Day, an amalgamation of the traditions of Valentine's Day and Setsubun. In a more grim case, the terms war dove and warhawk have been repurposed as labels for two opposing political factions divided over the ongoing mutual hostility between birds and the human minority. The altruistic Dove Party, who advocate for the cooperation and peace between the two groups, and the militant Hawk Party, whose goal is to exterminate humanity altogether. By the time Hatoful Boyfriend's narrative begins, the Dove Party, the Hawk Party, and their respective schools of thought dominate much of the world's politics. Now for the characters. The primary playable character in Hatoful Boyfriend is the human protagonist, a boisterous hunter-gatherer who lives in a cave in the wilderness. Her 8 potential love interests in the original version of the game, who together form the rest of the main cast, are 1. Ryota Kawara, a rock dove, and the protagonist's sickly but hardworking childhood friend. 2. Sakuya Lebel Shirogane, a fantail pigeon and snobbish French aristocrat. 3. Sakuya's older half-brother, Yuya Sakazaki, a popular and flirtatious but strangely secretive fantail pigeon. 4. Nageki Fujishiro, a quiet, bookish mourning dove who never seems to leave the library. 5. San Oko, an athletic, hyperactive fantail pigeon who is obsessed with pudding. 6. Angel Higure, an eccentric Luzon bleeding heart who behaves as if he were in some kind of fantasy role-playing game. 7. Kazuaki Nanaki, a kind but narcoleptic button quail and the protagonist's homeroom teacher. And 8. Shu Iwamine, a creepy antisocial chukar partridge who serves as the school's doctor. In the 2014 remake, there became 2 more possible love interests. 1. Azami Koshiba, a no-nonsense Java sparrow and takoyaki saleswoman. And 2. Tori Nishikikuji, a golden pheasant and Iwamine's long-forgotten work rival, only on the PS4 and Vita, not PC. How dare you! While most of the characters are normally represented in-game with pictures of birds, if the player toggles on the ICPSS, which we all know is the Intracerebral Playback Synchro System feature at the start of the game, or NS3, in Japan, each of the possible love interests is shown with a version of what they would look like as a human when first introduced. Although the ICPSS feature also lists voice credits for each of the main love interests in the original version of the game itself is unvoiced. However, most of the voice actors who were credited later signed on to actually voice their respective characters in the drama CDs based on the series. Huh. Anyway, let's get into this video game, shall we? So now you're caught up. Now you're caught up on the events of Hatoful Boyfriend. It's pretty much just that. Is she goes to school and she is looking for some interspecies love. And if your parents just heard that, I promise it's just a girl wanting to date some pigeons, all right? Don't read into it too hard here. Anyway, let's get started on this, shall we? Sorry, I figured I just kind of wanted to keep cooking on snowflakes until we were ready. Let's get going. And turn up the volume because it's muted right now. Want to know a fun fact about Hatoful Boyfriend Holiday Star? And it's very important that the birds do consent. They are of human-like intelligence. Once the main once the music on the intro screen here finishes playing, it does not loop. This is the game with the sound on. It finished the song and then it was like, all right, we're waiting. Just in case you wanted to know what that sounded like otherwise. New game! Let's get started! The Christmas Thieves attack. A brutal team of thieves here to steal the city's beloved Christmas trees. We thought they were just an urban legend, until now. They're after the tree, and that rhymes with T, which stands for trouble, right here in Little Dove Hachiman City. Is this gonna rhyme? I hope so. That'd be fantastic. Put myself in the corner here. Christmas trees disappearing. A dark shadow wriggling just out of sight. Can our faithful heroes from St. Pigeonations put an end to this mystery before it puts an end to them? Single other game after Holiday Star, Murder by Numbers. Ha! Go figure. Please enter your name. I think her name way back in the day. You were just watching. It was Nubla-chan. So we're going to call her Nublachan again. Of course. Huh? Oh. Is Chen Nubla-Chan okay? Yeah, it's okay. Yes. Unfortunately, I don't necessarily remember everybody here. Hold on, I'll bring up the characters. I don't know a Rabu. Interesting. Yeah, it doesn't say. All right. This is the guy, the biker gang. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know why I couldn't find it. Hey, Ryuta, what time you got? It's almost 6. You're not running late, are you? It's already dark out. Tell me about it. We were all talking about the nice autumn leaves and just a few days back, and now I'm darned if it ain't winter. I gave him a southern accent, okay. Who are all these birds? I don't know a Kensaburo. Did you hear that? Did you hear that it went too hard on like the piano playing and it actually clipped the in-game audio? Good Lord, it begins. And it's looping! Christmas even is just a few days away. Swift indeed is the passage of time. Well, I better be heading back. Azami will get out of work soon. Be careful, Mr. Rabu. There are all kinds of hooligans out and about this time of night. No sweat. Worst comes to worst, I can count on Azami to save me. Are you sure you're not relying on her a little too much? We put up our Christmas tree today. Please have a look at it as you leave. I laid Lehman, baby. You did? I never saw it on my way in. I'll have to get a good look at it to make up. Mr. Urishihara and I put a lot of time into decorating it. I hope you like it. You bet I will. See you all around. December certainly does feel like the end of the year. It is. I wonder how much busier we'll be at this time next year. You were a sophomore, correct? Have you been thinking about your plans for after graduation already? No, not really. I just want to make sure I can take care of my mother. Ryota's more anime MC? All right. The music gets so loud and it gets so quiet. Worries are an important part of youth as well. And sometimes problems will simply disappear as you try to solve them. You never know. Mr. Urishihara? Could I ask you for some advice? Is that better? I've had a lot on my mind. But of course, I'm more than happy to provide whatever assistance I... Oh no! That came out from out front. I believe it did. Let us go see what has happened. It's pitch dark outside. It's hard to see anything, even with the light from the cafe door. Hey, Kata-chan, how you doing? What on earth? Oh, no! A Lutino budgerigger is collapsed on the sidewalk. Mr. Rabu, are you all right? Have you been injured? I let my guard down. They got me from behind. They got you? Do you need an ambulance? It must have been some birdie settling a grudge from your biker gang days. No, that's not it. There. The legendary Christmas thieves come to our town.
The legendary Christmas thieves? What's that, a new TV show?
No, they're real. They're out in the streets right now spreading misery and destruction. I have to turn down the audio even more, huh? Maybe about there. They've been coming up on the news a lot too. Haven't you seen the headlines?
I live in a cave.
The Christmas thieves invade Little Dove Hachiman City at last.
No, this is the first time I've heard them. I think.
Forget the thieves. This is the first time I've heard of this name of this town. I guess it just never comes up in conversation or anything. The more you know.
The more you know. Do they show up every year at this time? I don't remember hearing about them last year.
This is the first time they've come here. I don't know too much either, but apparently they move around each year. I've worked at Mr. Ueshihara's shop, Torimi Cafe, during the summer. The job was only until August, but apparently decided he could use help for December as well. The wilderness gets very cold this time of year, making it dangerous to come home late, so I left it to Ryota this time. That and I need time to study. And it sounds like Torimi Cafe is the mysterious thieves' latest victim. This smacks of drama, excitement, and adventure. I object! What was that for?
Just getting the feel for it. There's been an incident, right? I need to make sure my finger pointing is sufficiently dramatic for when I need to use it.
Please don't going around pointing and shouting at stuff. You'll give me a heart attack.
Tell me, who's the victim? And the suspect?
The victim is Mr. Rabu. He was attacked from behind while texting a picture of Mr. Ueshihara's Christmas tree to Izami. And when we found him, the tree was gone. Hold on! What was that for?
What do you mean the tree was gone?
Please don't shout everything. You can just ask.
Sorry, I got excited.
Jeez. Well, stealing the tree definitely implicates the Christmas thieves. They must be wandering the town stealing any trees they see. It's horrible. Mr. Ueshihara and I worked really hard to decorate that tree, too. And now all the customers who are looking forward to seeing it will be disappointed.
Monstrous. How could they steal Mr. Ueshihara's incredibly classy hand-decorated tree? Let's look for the thieves. Christmas is at the weekend. They must still be in town.
I wonder. They probably are still prowling around here looking for trees. Yes, I want to get Mr. Ueshihara's tree back anyway. Let's find them, Noblo-chan.
We can start today.
You two are awfully loud today. Can you not grant the rest of us a little peace and quiet? Ah, yes, of course.
Oh, Sakuya, listen! They've appeared! The white demons stand poised to shatter the silence of that most holy night!
You can't just go around giving things nicknames like a certain someone next door, Noblo-chan. Christmas trees are being stolen all around town, Sakuya. Maybe you've already heard. Ah, you must be referring to that drivel of the local rag devoted an entire page to. Disgusting. Is there not more important news to be run now of all seasons? How telling is it that so much attention is devoted to such foolishness?
You don't like Christmas, Sakuya?
What? From where do you think I hail, plebeian?
France, right?
Oh, of course. Christmas probably means a lot more to you than to us Japanese people. The council room is already decorated with a most fabulous tree. L.A. Belle overlooks nothing. I've even designed to place it near the window so that the masses may gaze up at it in awe and wonder. Be grateful. He who does not celebrate Christmas is no true bird. I guess all birds are Christian, huh? Just gonna, are we playing that game here, Sakuya? Is that what we're hearing today? That is the importance Christmas holds for us. In other words, Sakuya gets extra jolly this time of year. Better take notes. Trees are being stolen from in front of shops and on the sidewalk and other easily visible places, so you should probably be careful too, Sakuya. Don't let it get stolen. Do not place me on the same level as you Orientals with your infantile understanding of private security. Whoa! Whoa! Did I not say overlook nothing? I know not who this villain may be, but he shall not step 1 centimeter within my territory. The council room security is flawless, I tell you. Flawless! Sakuya, we call that sort of line a flag here in Japan. The birds would be more cartoonish? Absolutely not. We are dating very intelligent, actual birds. It's so important that you recognize this.
Let's start our investigation by asking people around town, Ryota.
Good idea.
Let us know if you hear anything new or get robbed, Sakuya.
How many times must I tell you? My tree will not be stolen.
Oh.
Upon leaving the building, Ryota and I are greeted by the sight of Oko-san prancing about on the track. Prancing or maybe skipping? I'm not sure. Let me take a little sip here. At any rate, he appears to be in pointlessly high spirits. Ho 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 ho! Go! You're in a good mood today, San.
Did something good happen?
Go! It's Christmas! Christmas is almost here!
What? Another Christmas fiend?
Is there something about Christmas that wakes the ancestral jollity inside a dove's heart? Coo-coo! Everything is sparkly on Christmas. Oko-san is excited. Coo-coo! And everything smells of like delicious food. Oko-san is very excited.
Western pastry shops always look so tempting this time of year.
You spend a lot of time in department stores, right, son?
Have you heard anything about the Christmas thieves?
Cool! Who? Villains out to steal Oko-san's delicious grub?
Villains out to steal pretty Christmas trees. Cool.
Christmas trees. Yes, Oko-san knows about them.
Cool!
The trees at Oko-san's favorite high society Seagull department store disappeared.
High society Seagull department store? Do you know where that is, Ryota?
Yeah, I've worked at the samples table there. I'll show you the way. Thank you, Oko-san. I knew Oko-san wouldn't let us down. Came up with the lead for us already.
Here we come, High Society Seagull department store.
Thanks, Oko-san. Department stores always feel a little unrealistic. A little decadent, maybe.
It makes it so hard to go in. They're okay, really. Just don't think about that and it'll be fine.
He read my mind?
More importantly, we need to ask a clerk about the thefts. Right. Excuse me.
Yes, may I help you? Do you know where you are, young lady?
This is the High Society Seagull department store, right?
That is correct. The High Society Seagull department store. Say it once more.
The High Society Seagull department store.
Good. This store is of high society, by high society, and for high society. It is no place for obviously low society humans. Please leave.
I object! This is blatant speciesism.
I hope you're ready to swallow your words or defend them with steel, cretin. Draw, men! Draw! Before I stick you like a rotisserie chicken! Calm down, Nubla-chan. Getting into a fight here won't do us any good. Please, don't act like San. And just what does Oko-san have that makes him so much more high society than me? Please, we just want to ask you a question. We'll leave right away. Did the Christmas thieves really break into the store?
They did not break into the store, no. They were not allowed in. However, as you know, the store faces out onto the street. The 3 Christmas trees we had arranged outside were stolen.
Trees placed outside? Just like at Torimi Cafe! Yeah, looks like they really are aiming for easy targets first. They seem to be quite crafty. I think this might get difficult, Ryota. I can feel the thrill of the chase! My hunter-gatherer blood boils. Right on time. I knew it was a good idea to ask you along. I really thought he'd be like, oh, please, not that. But instead he's like, yes, tap into that power. It'll be very useful. I forgot what it was like to play this game. It is just, it feels like we're immediately flying off the rails. But the question is, were we on rails even to begin with? Or is this just a train that just decided to take off from where it was constructed and is just going to go off into the world and enjoy and see the sights?
The stolen trees are of little value. We have already sent away for new ones.
Do you think you can wait a little before setting them up? The thieves might come back.
True, but Christmas is almost here. If not now, when would we put them out?
Christmas trees are just so much rubbish once it's the 26th. They're not rubbish. You could use them every year. Were there any witnesses?
The trees are in a blind spot between security cameras, so alas, we have nothing.
Too busy staring down your own noses to look out the window, were you?
I hope I never see you here again, young lady.
Excuse me. Well, that was a disappointment. About all we found out is that the thieves aim for trees placed in vulnerable spots outside. Maybe we should leave? Stop by the furniture section. Wow, what a bed! I'm not sure this would even fit inside my house. What kind of mansions does the high society live in? There are humidifiers, hot water bottles, and other thermal frivolities lined up nearby. Winter goods are awfully fancy. Maybe I should indulge in something. A bonfire alone just doesn't say decadent. Hey, Nubla-chan, look over there. A disturbingly familiar quail is fast asleep on a display bed. Sir, you can't just crash in a department store. You're a grown-up now. You need to take care of yourself.
Oh, if it isn't Nubla and Koara. What is it? Did you want to talk about career plans?
Are you fully awake, sir? We're not at school.
Oh, good heavens, so we aren't.
You might have been here until closing time if we hadn't happened by.
Oh, yes. It's been so cold recently. I was thinking maybe I should buy a new bed. It does get very chilly after dark. Make sure not to catch cold, you two.
Mr. Nanaki crawls out of the bed and wobbles off towards the table covered in wool blankets of various dimensions. Blankets? I bet my Casio Mini he'll fall asleep on that too. There's nothing more to find here. Let's look somewhere else. The thefts have gotten into the news. If we ask around, maybe we should find some eyewitnesses. Sounds good. It's always the same crash sound. What? Huh? Some glass object splinters with a monumental crash behind us as we make for the exit. I turn around and... Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! What are those? They look a little like doves, but not really. Are they? Maybe they are doves. In any case, a bazaar of white creatures are bludgeoning themselves against a number of glass Christmas trees and reindeer. What are those? Are they doves?
I'm not sure.
I've never seen anything like them.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
The creatures frolic through the Christmas display like fuzzy wrecking balls, leaving behind nothing but broken glass and lost profits.
There, the white children.
Oh my God, you can't just say it like that.
Oh dear, that's no good. You two, where are your parents?
Merry Christmas!
In that case, I'll have to take you to the employees' lounge. High society does have rules.
Merry Christmas!
The creatures trailed dejectedly after the security guard.
What were those?
I can't believe people let their kids run loose like that. I'd love to see the parents' faces when they get billed. I guess Christmas gets everyone pretty excited, especially white children. Sorry. The more I say that, the more it's dangerous that I'll get caught out of context, but still. Just, it must be like the machine they must have not hired like a hard localization team for this, because some of these things translate pretty oddly. Sort of like demons which rampage during the full moon. Ryota and I spent some time asking around town, but no one had ever caught sight of the thieves. Apparently, trees aren't just being stolen from outside, but from inside houses as well. If only we knew what the culprits looked like. The crazy jokes are back, yeah. I probably had a little bit harsher edge to myself back when I last played this than I have nowadays. But, you know, I'm gonna roll with the punches on this.
Thank you for your efforts.
We searched around where we had the tree, but we couldn't find any clues. I'm sorry, Mr. Ueshihara.
You didn't see them either, Mr. Ueshihara?
I did swear like a sailor last time, it's true.
Correct. By the time Mr. Kawara and I got outside, the tree was already gone. That said,
was there something else?
Please look at this. Mr. Rabu sent it to me a few minutes ago.
Mr. Ueshihara proffers his cell phone. A smartphone, fancy. You mean the shadows are...
Mr. Rabu said he just took it just before he was rendered unconscious.
Suspicious shadows carrying away the tree. They must be the culprits. Those silhouettes look awfully familiar. They look so white and childlike. But maybe it's just my imagination. Probably nothing. I wouldn't have gotten this far in this vicious food chain if I worried about little things like that.
There are two of them then.
They're awfully small, though it's a little hard to see in this picture.
Mr. Rabu has always been one for strange local phones, so it seemed that the resolution is not particularly high.
It does seem like him. This will help us a lot, Mr. Ueshihara. Thank you. Thank Mr. Rabu for us, too.
How's he doing right now?
Azami is taking care of him. How's Bird use a smartphone anyway? Who knows? Rabu always seems a little bit incapable or like he's in a subtly bad position. Sort of like he's always stuck behind being a background character. It's not much, but we found a clue. We'll pick up the trail tomorrow morning. Later that evening at St. Pigeonations. I forgot Yuya. I think I know. Salutations, Mr. One. It is rather chilly tonight, isn't it? And then one. Bit rougher, sure. I don't know a one.
You're still here, Sakazaki Yuya.
Haven't you been instructed to leave with the other students excepting emergencies?
Sorry, I was just looking at the character list again.
There's a little something going on, actually. Aside from the usual.
And what would that be?
There have been orders to investigate the Christmas thieves. High priority. That's the string of thefts involving Christmas trees, isn't it? It's not as if they're growing legs and walking away after all. And it's a little hard to imagine them spontaneously disappearing. And what is a night of sexy and luxurious... Sorry. And what is a night of sexy and luxurious discussion of sweet holiday love without a sparkling tree? I'm quite happy to take up the job to defend everything the ladies and gentlemen of the town have worked so hard to prepare for the special season. You certainly seem eager enough. It's good to have a little zeal, but don't go letting your guard down just because the case in question is completely idiotic. We never know who may have laid traps for us where. Roger that. I'll carve into my pigeon heart, Mr. One. I'll go take a look at a few things then. There is a tree here on campus after all. First I've heard of it. Where's it set up? In the student council room. You can see it from the grounds. Sakuya must want to show off with his big, fine, all-natural tree. He doesn't let any birdie touch it, but you can always see it in his window. It's really quite childish. Nothing wrong with a little vanity while he's still young. To a point, at least. Anyway, I'll go take a look at the council room, then head into town. I'll send my report to HQ later. Adieu. The Christmas thieves. Stealing the town's festivity is hardly an admirable pursuit. I suppose I'll see if I can rustle up any gadgets to give Sakazaki a hand. The council room certainly has gotten some fancy renovations since Sakuya arrived.
Hey, MJ, how's it going? We're just chatting with some pigeons.
This is him I'm dealing with. It looked like sneaking in is going to be hard, but knowing him, he'll have overlooked something obvious. What was that? Ugh, this could be bad. I smell explosives. But what?
It's cold! Really cold! The morning air this time of year is dangerous indeed. It makes my nose hurt. The birds are all in full winter plumage. I wonder if it's like wearing a down comforter everywhere. I wish I had winter plumage. Sadly, my skin is bare and tender is my heart, so I might as well hurry up and get to school. Huh? There's an awful lot of activity on the grounds today. A crowd of birds is milling around the side of the building. Stay calm, everyone. It may be dangerous, so don't get too close. Let's make sure nobody gets hurt. No birdie gets hurt, all right? Mr. Nanaki, what's happened? It must be bad if you're up and about and wide awake at this time of day. Oh, good morning, Chan Nubla. Well, it looks like the thieves broke in, I suppose. The thieves? Could he mean... That's right, the Christmas thieves. Apparently they broke in last night. It seems they took the tree from the student council room. Nice work, Sakuya! Nice flag retrieval! But Sakuya looked so self-satisfied when he was talking about his perfect security. What happened? Well, look up. Up? As in, up at the council room? Oh my! Somebody blew up the side of the school and stole away a Christmas tree! The council room's window, or rather its wall, is blasted open. Wow, they're not just thieves now. I bet they had to break at least 5 more laws to pull that off. These certainly do seem to want Christmas trees. They would have been better off just asking him, though. Huh? The tree was placed near that window, right? If they broke in like this... Oh! I let my gaze drop as I was lost in thought, and I see something white on the ground.
It's extremely hard to tell with it mixed in with the broken glass and bits of plaster, but it looks like some sort of fur. It's not a feather. It looks like something that came off of a stuffed animal, or maybe some sort of mammal. But I'm the only mammal in the school. This could be a valuable clue. Standing here won't help me find anything out, though. I need to get Sakuya to tell me exactly what happened. I might as well check a few other things along the way. Where to first? To the library. Ah, it's cold. I don't know why I've decided to make this my narration voice, but I'm having fun with it. Maybe because I've been listening to, or occasionally to Marissa watching the Grumps do their Doki Doki run. And and there's something about Aaron's like Monica voice that just does it for me. And I think I did this last time. Good. So this is also how I used to play it too. Fantastic. Ah, it's cold. The library is cold enough to kill someone in the winter.
You're looking pale.
Oh, good, you're here.
Did you expect otherwise?
I always come to see you around lunch and after school. I wasn't sure you'd be here this early.
I'm always here. In the morning and the evening. And every time between. Is there a problem?
Of course not. I'm here to see you after all.
Even though you're clearly uncomfortable in here? You've been shivering since you came in.
It really is cold in here. They don't turn on the heating until later after all. I think my ears are frozen.
Don't you want to do whatever you came here for quickly and go somewhere warm then?
Yes. Some thieves broke into the building last night. I was wondering if you saw them.
Thieves?
Yep, they came sometime between evening yesterday and morning today, I think. Anyway, they broke into the student council room.
I haven't seen anything. The council room is somewhat removed from here.
Okay.
Sorry. I guess I can't help.
No, don't worry about it. Sorry for bothering you this early, Nageki. Oh, here, you can have this. It's a disposable pocket warmer. I was going to use it today, but I forgot all about it. Even with your feathers, you shouldn't let yourself get too cold. Use it if you feel chilly.
All right.
Bye! Anyway. Welcome back, Brendan Boy. I don't think we're going to date any birds necessarily in this particular version of it, just to be clear. Cold is still cold, even with winter plumage, after all. Wait. Nageki doesn't seem anywhere near as fluffy as the others even now. Am I imagining things? Or maybe he's just the slender type. Ah ha 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 ha. The council room is wrapped in an unusually serious atmosphere. As if a robbery weren't enough, there was even a bombing. Out of those two, the latter is almost certainly the more worrying. Nubla-chan. Oh, Ryota, good morning. As you can see, Sakuya's magnificently recovered the flag he raised the other day. As expected of an aristocrat. Yeah, that was definitely a first-class flag retrieval. You certainly got me looking at the thefts more seriously. Now then, on to the crime scene. Oh my. Wow. Sakuya's flawless security has been completely destroyed. What is this lunacy? Do you mean to tell me that bombing school buildings is common practice in this barbaric land? No, I don't think it is. 2016 was still no camera. I think it was very specifically, we'd played this game when I moved back home. And I hadn't gotten my new green screen stuff set up at home yet. Like, I just gotten there, and I was like, I'm just going to get this in, I'm going to get it started, and we're going to start streaming from there. So it was like some of my very first streams back at my parents' house. All the way back in 2016, almost 10 years ago. Dear God. Dear God. I've never seen anything like this before. This is before Red. This was Redwall. We just didn't stream with the Redwall. We green screened everything.
This is beyond the pale! Who conceived this wretched plot? Who?
Wasn't your security perfect, Sakuya? I thought you said it was on a completely new level compared to our primitive concepts.
It was perfect! Around the door, at least! What kind of rascal blows their way in through the wall? If they're going to break in, why not act with some semblance of decency and come in through the door?
Blowing up the window isn't exactly a common way of forcing an entry, but isn't it a little bit of a problem if there's only security on the front door? Before Redwall, sure.
Did you see the criminals at all, Sakuya?
No. I too only learned of this upon arriving this morning. But... Look at that!
He gestures to the corner by the window. There's a pile of blackened stuff on the floor. What is that?
Wait, is that the Christmas tree? Or what's left of it?
Looks like it got blown up along with the window. I was wondering if something had happened to the tree. It was right next to the window and that wall got blown up after all.
Nothing left but ashes.
Are they just trying to destroy Christmas? Are they trying to take Christmas out of commission? Is there a war on Christmas?
They've left a criminal ultimatum next to it.
An ultimatum? They haven't done that before, have they? Let's take a look. Never mind, actually. They were really sad that the tree didn't make it.
We're very sad the tree went boom. Sorry, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Sorry. We oopsed. We're very sad the tree went boom. Sorry. It's a little lonely, but we're...
This is not written on here.
It's a little lonely, but we're taking Mr. Sparkly Star. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
That's the ultimatum?
It reads more like a kid's notes apologizing for breaking Auntie Mildred's antique vase. But what do I know? I'm a hunter-gatherer. Ha ha ha.
Those scoundrels! To take the tree topper, the most valuable part, and run!
Tree topper?
The star that sits at the very top of the tree.
Ooh! So that's what it's called.
They destroyed the tree and stole the topper. This is a dreadful affront to my illustrious name. I swear I shall seek them, find them, and impose upon them strict judgments.
That would be vigilantism, Sakuya. Japan is a constitutional nation. You can't do that. But it's not as if I don't see where he's coming from. If I spent that much time and effort decorating something just to have someone blow up the room it's standing in, I'd be pretty angry too. Mr. Urishiharu's tree stolen. Sakuya's tree reduced to cinders and the topper stolen. We have to make sure these tragedies don't repeat. But we can't really find the culprits from this apology or Christmas card or ultimatum or whatever it is.
Let's ask Mr. One if he saw anything. He's on night shift, so he should have been here.
Oh, good plan.
Lead us there, Chernobyl.
Stop treating me like your underling, you satin pants prairie chicken.
You two go ahead. I'll stay here and see if I can find any more clues. See you in a little while.
Ryota.
It's awfully cold in here. I guess with a hole that large in the wall, I might as well be outside. Dr. Iwamine, I hadn't expected to see you here.
I came to see the corpse.
What corpse? That's right. Even when this game was not a Christmas game, this was still Iwamine's theme.
Where did you hear there was a corpse?
Oh, no corpse. and here I had my hopes up.
Please don't say that with such a genuinely dejected look on your face.
Well, no matter. It is still quite the fascinating crime scene. Why, I suppose I shall look around. Please don't mind me. I have no intention of interfering with you. I see no reason to tamper with the evidence. Just yet.
Alone with the doctor in a half-collapsed room. I hope I make it out of here alive. Gulp.
Excuse us.
What is this depressing room?
It's the maintenance office. Mr. One's night quarters are here, too. I think it's comfy. It feels very lived in.
Comfy? Let us do whatever we are here for and leave before the poverty and reprehensibility rub off.
Mr. One, are you in here?
Salutations, mon ami. Did you come to visit me?
Yuya?
He's sitting at a low tea table. Oh no, the irresponsible and slightly worn out Yuya might just be a little too attractive. I knew it. A place as disgusting as this is bound to draw disgusting company.
And a very fine morning to you too, Sakaya.
We came to talk to Mr. One. What brought you here, Yuya?
I'm holding down the fort while one is out.
It might be Mr. One, honestly. What do we think? Probably One.
Out?
Out? Immediately after a break-in? Suspicious indeed. I suggest we apprehend him at the first opportunity. Good night, Lemon baby.
You misunderstand. He's taking care of a few things so our investigation of the theft can go more smoothly. After all, he and I both saw...
Yuya and One?
You saw the crime in progress?
What?
We did indeed. It's not easy being a hero of justice. Trouble always seems to come to you.
Why not did you notify me immediately? Hello, Blueberry. Filthy mongrel!
Notify you how? Been asking for your phone number for months. You always blow me off.
Ugh.
Did you see the culprits, Yuya?
Is an actual name, I know, right?
Yes. Fearsome foes indeed. Stick your beaks too far into this and you could lose them. Don't say I haven't warned you.
How like you, mongrel, to cower in this filthy hovel out of fear. I, for my part, shall find these wrongdoers and have my revenge. I'm taking back to 2016, heck yeah.
I, too, swear to retrieve the stolen trees on my honor as a hunter-gatherer.
How brave of you. Let me reward your courage with a little evidence.
Yuya picks up one of a number of photographs lined up on the table and holds it out to us.
They're already on their way out when I arrived on the scene. And alas, I was unable to keep their trail. But I am a professional. I couldn't just let them get away. I made sure to capture them on film.
These are the culprits.
Oh, these are the culprits.
It's those white children again. Being so white and children. Yeah, no. I there are three voices that I remember the most, which are the main character, Sakuya, and obviously Oko-san. And and I do remember the doctor too. I'm pretty sure I'm also like right in there with Iwamine, but I could be wrong. Damn, those white children. What are these white things?
Oh!
See? They shock even a bold lady of hunter-gatherer origin.
That's not it, Yuya. I know these creatures.
Oh? Are they friends of yours?
Who are they and where do they live? Tell me this instant.
I don't know who they are exactly. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
You two, where are your parents?
Merry Christmas!
In any case, we'll have to take you to the employees' lounge. High society does have rules.
Merry Christmas.
Those are the two things who got scolded by the security guard in the High Society's Seagull department store, aren't they?
They were caught breaking things in the Christmas section of a department store yesterday and got taken away by security.
What in?
Looks like they'll go after anything with Christmas on it. Oh, I can sympathize with their enthusiasm for the holy night.
I'm waiting for one of these birds to invoke Christ at some point. I'm waiting for it, and I'm ready for it.
We thought they were only going after easy targets, but it looks like once they get a sight of something, they won't rest until it's theirs or destroyed.
Have yourself a good night, B-Wop.
The entire city is filled with Christmas decorations. We have no way of knowing where they will strike next, and thus no way of ambushing them.
Not necessarily. You can lure them easily with an extravagant tree in an obvious place, don't you think?
They've got guts, but they don't seem particularly intelligent.
Hold on, real quick, by the way, friends. Like, I'm gonna spoil this for you only because I've spoiled it for, well... You know what? No, I don't need to spoil nothing for you. There's, just that the splash page for Hatoful Boyfriend Holiday Star in Steam really sets up a particular thing, but I think I'll wait until it happens.
They got guts, but they don't seem particularly intelligent. I agree with Yuya. I think we should try to bait them.
Then it's settled. And the best bait would be the finest tree in the city. Right, Sakuya?
The finest tree in town. Do you know of a good one, Sakuya?
Are you suggesting we use the LaBelle family's Christmas tree as a lure, mongrel?
Of course. Given how much work he put in the council room tree, he almost certainly has a gorgeous and decadent tree at home.
Seems to me like the best choice. And you aren't about to just let them get away with having burned your other tree, are you?
Of course not.
Where's your tree set up, Sakuya?
In the main salon. Salon. It is not visible from outside. It will take a great deal of time and labor to move it outside and redecorate it. I do not think it is a realistic option. Excuse me.
We'll have to rely on newspaper ads and word of mouth then. The LaBelle family moved here to Little Dove Hachiman City from France, is displaying its gorgeous Christmas tree to the public, or something.
Who said anything about opening the mansion to the public?
Why not?
Why not take the opportunity to show off a little? It's your first Christmas cheer, after all. It should help spread the LaBelle family's reputation.
Come on, Sakuya. Open it up to the whole city. Let everybody know you have an extravagantly decorated tree at home. The thieves should hear the rumors and they'll come to see. And then we can catch them.
Very well. I shall assist you.
Cool. I'll get everything ready for an announcement in the evening papers. Something like, the LaBelle family's Christmas tree is open for public viewing tonight. All Christmas enthusiasts welcome. We'll be fine, right?
That sounds good. But what kind of super high school student are you to have that much clout with the local newspaper companies?
Any male dove would become super for a lady as lovely as yourself, mon ami. I shall be off then. Adieu.
Loose-tongued cur!
You're just laying the bait for us, so should we work on a plan to catch the thieves at your house, Sakuya?
A reasonable suggestion. We shall plan our strategy after school, then.
Did not answer a question, it's true.
It's still midday, but the wind is cold. At least today was a half day. It would be freezing in here if it were already evening. Why are we having the meeting in here, Sakuya?
Is it not obvious? Because this is my domain.
Your domain, though despoiled?
Scum! Do you mock me? There is no despoiled in the dictionary of labels.
Whatever, let's just make our plan already.
Sakuya's unexpectedly good at getting off topic.
They used explosives here. How do you think they'll attack the mansion?
They might pretend to be normal guests and sneak in the front entrance.
They might, yes. But their goal is the tree, so even if they get inside...
They will not be able to remove the tree. Yuya's photographs showed them to be quite small, so there is no way the two of them could carry it out.
How could they get it outside then?
I think they would need some sort of heavy machinery.
So you think they'll show up in a truck or something?
Any suspicious vehicle approaching the mansion will be neutralized immediately.
So we need to have guards watching in all directions for any sort of truck or crane.
The mansion opens at 7. Should we be there this evening too?
Yes. That should help things go the most smoothly.
I'll see you two there then. We need to catch these thieves before Christmas itself arrives.
I still have some time before I need to go to Sakuya's house. Not quite enough to go home myself.
What should I do? Maybe I should go pick up some sort of weapon in town. Didn't Enghouse say something about one of the old shops in town starting to stock Excalibur? Maybe I should go there.
A familiar figure emerges from the chemistry lab.
Doctor?
Ah, if it isn't Miss Chan Nubla, you're done with classes for the day, yes? What business have you here?
I was just heading home. What about you, sir?
He appears to be trying to hide the large rack of test tubes he is carrying.
I was doing some tests to confirm some things. To think that I would only get access to these samples now, it is simply unreasonable.
He looks genuinely displeased. Has he ever been this openly emotional before? Maybe the test went badly.
Well, I'm not sure what's going on, but cheer up, sir. I'm sure something good will come of it.
Something good? That is the last thing I want.
With that blunt remark, he heads off towards the infirmary. Wish I could share some of my cheerfulness with him. I have so much I could brush my teeth with it.
Tell me, Miss Chan Nubla.
Yes, sir?
He stops and turns around.
Do you have any, food allergies?
Allergies? Like to peanuts or fish?
To soybeans, for instance.
No, I don't. I don't think I do, at least.
Is that so?
He walks away, a self-satisfied expression on his face. You need to explain why you're asking, sir.
If you just walk away looking pleased like that, you'll get reported.
Anyway, moving on, doesn't matter. Sakuya's Christmas tree will open for display in just a few minutes. Staff birds walk busily around about the mansion. In the center of the grand salon, that must be the tree. Such a vast presence, even in a room this large. It certainly would be difficult to carry it away by hand. There appears to be quite a crowd gathered outside already. Apparently, there are plainclothes security officers scattered throughout the line.
There are, of course, a great number of security personnel within the mansion as well.
Have no worry, have no fear. The classy, reliable Gull Guard is here.
Ah, the Gull Guard. Stern where necessary, an iron hand masked in a velvet glove. I feel safer already.
Your house really is huge, Sakuya.
Isn't it tough to clean?
I cannot comprehend your question. Why should I worry over such things when I have servants?
You didn't even know how to use a mop until just recently, after all.
That sort of foolery is for commoners. It has nothing to do with a noble such as myself.
Aw, what a waste. You have the makings of a domestic genius, Sakuya.
Yeah. You were way more help at the end of the year cleanup than any of us expected.
Ugh.
Sakuya appears troubled, no doubt unsure if he should take that as praise or as an insult.
In any case, I have deigned to reveal my magnificent Christmas tree before the eyes of beggars and plebs. Are you sure the thieves will come?
I think that depends on them.
House husband vibes, yeah. Like a real sass machine, but ultimately he does bake the sourdough.
You did a good job of getting the word out. I think we can safely say they know about it.
I have deployed elite bodyguards in the employ of the Lebel family throughout the entire area. The thieves will be captured within 2 seconds of arrival. Master Sakuya. What is it, Albert? A letter has arrived, sir. Here it is, sir.
What does it say, Sakuya?
They've got guts. It is a letter announcing their nefarious intent.
It says they're coming? May I see?
Sakuya hands the letter to Ryota. It says,
"We want the big tree. Merry Christmas."
well, there you go.
I guess it's a letter of intent?
An awfully cute one. Might almost be a Christmas card or a letter to Santa.
If they want the tree, expect us to hand it over. If they want it, they can come and claim it.
Merry Christmas. They say they won't give it to us. Merry Christmas. They say if we want it, we should come and take it.
Oh. They're here. They're already here! Oh, God!
Sakuya, behind you!
Oh?
Huh?
Merry Christmas!
It's time for Plan B.
There! It's them, Sakuya, the Christmas thieves!
What? After them! Seize them! Have you not holster eyes, you confounded gull? How did they get in this far?
Were they hoping to get the tree just by asking nicely? It's no good, Sakuya. I tried my best to catch them too, but they got away.
I've received no word from the security teams either. It should appear they've escaped. What a dreadful waste of an opportunity.
They said something about a plan B before they left, right? I don't think they've given up yet. We better stay on guard.
I'm well aware. Let's return to the mansion.
Ah, it's cold. And the thieves haven't shown up yet either. It's almost midnight already. Maybe they've gone home for the day and they're all snug and cozy under a kotatsu. Well, I want to be under a kotatsu.
I have prepared some ginger tea for you, miss. Please.
Oh, the butler. Thank you so much. I always thought black butlers... No, just what you need?
Indeed, miss. What's word from outside? Nothing to report?
I'm gonna chalk that one up to an anime reference, right? Isn't there isn't there an anime called that?
Scheduled check-ins from all teams are in time, Master. Nothing to report. Have those cowards given up already?
It's way too late for us to be up and about. I wish they'd just tell us if they are not coming.
What was that noise?
Enemy armor in the northwest sector. We're under attack.
Sakuya, Ryota, let's go!
The nighttime streets are filled with sudden activity.
That guard mentioned armor, right? Which means...
They brought some sort of vehicle like a truck or something.
It matters not. My link to the Bell security will have them neutralized in a matter of seconds. A report, Master Sakuya. The Labella security forces were neutralized in seconds.
You see, this is what happens to those who stand against the Labelle family.
Sakuya, wait! That's not what he said! He said were, not have.
What?
Indeed, sir.
This noise.
Something's coming!
Look at that!
So this is what I was talking about before. That this little thing was spoiled for me from the Steam page, but yeah, they just have a tank. Why not? I'm gonna get that tree. Might as well bring out the big guns. It's the Christmas thieves.
In a tank? Wow! They weren't bringing just a truck.
This is way more than I expected.
Merry Christmas!
We're stealing the tree. We're stealing the tree. Oh, God! Oh, what do we do? It's headed right to...
They brought live ammunition!
Stop! Stop! What sort of demons would damage my beautiful mansion?
There are still birds inside. I'll get them out of there. They blew up the council room without a second thought. At this rate, your house is going to end up looking like mine. Haha, it's a cave.
I cannot have that!
We need to stop them. What can I do? I need to stop the thieves' tank.
Mailbox attack!
I need some sort of weapon. That will work. Forgive me, Japanese Post Holdings Company Limited. I will apologize properly later. I uproot a nearby post box and take aim at the advancing tank. Take this! Unusually heavy post box stuffed with the burgeoning vastness of New Year's and Christmas greeting cards! Nothing. It did nothing at all. I'm sorry, Sakuya. I never tried to hunt an animal made of metal before, so I don't know where its weak points are.
Even my elite guards are no match for it. There is nothing a bird or a human can do to that thing.
A sharp crack echoes through the night. And the tank stops?
No. A gentleman dove must never give up so easily, Sakuya.
He's got a sniper rifle!
Whoa. Yuya!
You've kept a lady up this late? Never mind the thieves. You're the real villain here. Please forgive him, mon ami.
No, it's fine. I wasn't able to do anything anyway.
You rascal! What is that thing? What kind of high school student has one of those?
This? It's an anti-material rifle. Must-have item for young men in Japan these days.
Do not mock me with jests!
But Sakuya, even I have a broadaxe. Of course a fashionable young man like Yuya is going to have an assault rifle or two.
Precisely. Hope you learned something about Japanese culture today, Sakuya.
Japan truly is a complicated and confounding place.
Yuya, look out! It's still moving!
It would seem so. Alas, I was hoping to have things cleared up and be blocking the sweet lady at home by now.
Don't lay a finger on Chanabla Letris Kerr. She is my underling.
Since when?
The lady never likes a man who tries to monopolize her, Sakuya.
Don't bend my words. I've no such thing in mind.
You sure? Anyway, it's time to end this. Adieu, mysterious thieving duo.
Pew.
It stopped.
Nice job, Yuya! You're acting straight up cool for once.
Why, thank you, mon ami. I'm honored by your words.
Merry Christmas! Connect this with this. Merry Christmas! Stick that there. Merry Christmas! We fixed it, yay!
Huh? It's not dead yet.
Oh dear. I thought I had immobilized it.
Have you another plan, Kerr?
I've not prepared any more ordnance, no. Seems I've met my match.
2 bullets? Forget preparations. Would a super student like you really give up this easily?
Not done yet, mon ami. That said, those two possess an unusual degree of... Nubla-chan, look out!
Eek!
Nubla-chan, are you hurt?
I'm fine. Yuya, wait! Your tail! Your tail is burned! It smells delicious!
All that matters is that you're safe. A little burn like this is just another medal of bravery.
Hey, Draco. Suck, you fool! Don't go raising flags here! Come on, withdraw!
You seem to be having difficulties.
Would have expected him to show up here!
Dr. Iwamine?
Why are you here? I took the liberty of examining the council room this morning. I find this case rather interesting. I could help you out if you like. Of course, if you don't need my assistance, I will leave. I do have other things to be doing after all.
I can't really see his face in the darkness, but he sounds even more uninterested than usual. Maybe he's in a bad mood again. But not even a doctor would bluff about something like this, right?
I think you'll find me more reliable than the singed and self-confident dove at your side.
What a sharp tongue you have, Doctor.
Please, Dr. Iwamine, if you have some way of stopping those thieves, please help us. I'd hope to take them alive, but at this point I won't object if you decide to obliterate them entirely.
Sakuya, no! They're doing bad things, but I could never live with myself if I let you kill something that adorable.
I have no intention of killing them. Miss Chan Nubla.
Yes!
The doctor tosses a ball, or rather a sort of oblong metallic lump to me.
Throw it at the tank. You should be able to lend it enough force to rupture the casing.
Ah! It's a grenade! Leave it to me, sir! Hi-ya! Look, I did it! Hole in one!
Well done. You have a good throwing arm.
But what did that do? There was no great explosion.
A tear gas bomb, right?
Huh?
The tank is swathed in some sort of gas. Well, Doctor, we must withdraw. We'll be affected too and won't be able to scare the thieves.
Can you stand, Yuya? You need to get...
The gas is spreading throughout the entire area. We need to get back to the mansion and send out guards with gas masks.
This gas has no effect. On us, anyway.
Huh? Oh no, they're so sad.
Ooh, new, zoo.
The tank hatch opens and the two white creatures stagger out.
Oh, they look terrible.
Finding an allergen specific to them was quite simple. I found plenty of samples to work with in the council room, after all. They're currently experiencing symptoms similar to those exhibited by people suffering from pollen allergies. The allergen in this case is soybean flour. Mr. Sakazaki had already created a number of holes in the body of the tank, so it diffused in quite beautifully. I am pleased to see it worked.
How kind of you to give me some credit, despite my miserable failure. I hadn't expected that from you. You're an exemplary teacher.
Thank you, Mr. Sakazaki. You flatter me.
Sir, how did you know so much about these previously unidentified creatures? Looks like he's still in a bad mood. He's staring off into space. Were the tests he was doing this afternoon for this? If so, it was an undeniable success. Shouldn't he be happy?
Anyway, they're ours now. Tie them up.
Yay! Holiday Star.
Holiday Star. Pretty sure this song was also in the original, absolutely. Right?
And so our freezing midnight war came to an end, of sorts.
Accept your fate, Christmas thieves. You've nowhere left to run. Now identify yourselves.
Merry Christmas! You won't go get to go home any quicker by looking sad. What are your names? Miru! Kaku! Merry Christmas! Miru and Kaku? That's all? Why did you two all do all this? Quite frankly, I don't give a hoot about Christmas as far as I'm concerned. It's just so much capitalist commercialized rubbish. But there are plenty of birds who really care about it. It's not nice to ruin their fun. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Christmas is all Miru and Kaku have. Merry Christmas! Christmas is ingrained into Miru Kaku's very instincts.
They told Miru and Kaku they were never meant to be born. No one was to give them life. But they were born on Christmas Eve. Because they weren't meant to be born, they had to be removed. So Miru and Kaku were abandoned. Miru and Kaku aren't real. Miru and Kaku are alive. But Miru and Kaku are different. So Miru and Kaku couldn't be put outside. But Miru and Kaku couldn't stay. So Miru and Kaku were going to be burned. So Miru and Kaku said goodbye. Miru and Kaku said goodbye to their home.
I thought they looked like some sort of strange mammals than like birds, but I never would have guessed they had a backstory like that. It's too cruel, Doctor, to create pitiful hybrid beings in your mad scientist experiments and then try to kill them. Maybe you felt your creation violated the laws of nature. But artificial creatures are still alive just like us. They have the right to...
Please, do not misunderstand. I am not responsible for their creation.
What? He's not? Hey, Koi Fish. I thought I was being clever, but I think I made a terrible mistake. Merry Christmas! Miru and Kaku's daddy was a merry daddy. He liked parties. Merry Christmas! Daddy celebrated all through December, especially Christmas. Look excited to the point of getting their memories mixed up.
It is a story from long ago. An accident in a certain lab caused the birth of two hybrid life forms. None of the researchers had expected the creation. At first, the new life forms were hoped to hold great scientific value, but they soon proved to be almost identical to existing birds. Once the investigation was complete, they were to be disposed of. But there was one researcher who acted irresponsibly. The researcher was charged with taking care of them. May I ask what you intend to do with them?
Do you need to ask? They'll be tried in the court of law, naturally.
But they're unidentified creatures born of excesses of modern science. Can they even have trials?
The law only covers humans and birds. If they look like birds, I don't think they can.
So then,
They do not have the right to be tried by law. All they can do is wait to be culled.
Oh. I object! They may have done some bad things, but nobody was badly injured. The worst was Yuya's burn. We can't just kill them.
I have a proposal, Mr. Shirogane.
Yes, Dr. Iwamine.
Shall I take them?
You would? We can't, Sakuya. Giving them to him is sending them to a fate worse than death, no matter how you look at it.
Please do not be so agitated. I have no intention of harming them. Just yet.
In other words, you probably will later.
If you're willing to take them in, sir, I've no objections.
Be respectful towards Dr. Iwamine, you two rapscallions. Merry Christmas! Make sure to tell us where you hid Mr. Urishara's Christmas tree, okay? Merry Christmas! And so, with the help of Dr. Iwamine and Yuya, we captured the Christmas thieves Miru and Kaku. No need for fear for their decorations again. But why was the doctor so happy to help? He didn't even ask for compensation. Normally he would have asked for something.
That will be one leg, please.
Maybe it was his idea of a Christmas present? Oh, 3 a.m. already? That's way too late. We got to tell them to tell us where the stolen trees are, so I should go home to eat udon and sleep. Yeah, where did they get the tank?
Miru, Kaku, you still have your caretaker rings from the lab, yes?
Merry Christmas! Can't take a look.
Let me see.
Ryuji K.
Ugh. You never did leave anything behind but trouble.
Mr. Ishihara! We got your Christmas tree back!
Oh my, thank you. It really is calming to look at, isn't it?
I'm glad yours is intact. Sakuya's was completely incinerated. At least the big tree Sakuya had at home was saved. I guess that's some sort of consolation. And that's the end of the investigation. I'm looking forward to working here over the break.
But of course, I'm pleased to have you.
Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. I got the rest of the trees back to their owners, and now I'm feeling cheerful. Christmas only comes once a year. I want to spend it having fun with every birdie. Winter break starts tomorrow, too. I'm excited just thinking about it. What happened to Miru and Kaku anyway? Did the doctor take them to his house? That seems pretty cute. Dr. Iwamine living with seasonal mascot characters. No, it's too surreal. I can't imagine it. I do wonder, though. I think I'll ask the doctor before break starts. Excuse me.
He's got decorations in here.
The infirmary is transformed. Sir, what happened? Are you actually even more enthusiastic about the Christmas than Sakuya?
I have no fondness for superstition. Have I not mentioned before?
The doctor is transformed, too. Maybe it's protective camouflage. Sir, what happened to you? Don't tell me you finally got that lobotomy.
They always give me another as soon as I'm taking it off.
Lobotomies?
It is easier if I work if I leave it on.
They? So Miru and Kaku are... Merry Christmas! They're here. You're keeping them in here, sir?
Yes, they would only get in the way at my house. Not that they don't get in the way here.
Grumpy as usual. He seems to be putting up with them so far, but he hardly looks happy about it. I wouldn't count on their heads staying attached for much longer.
They should calm down after the new year. They're mostly excited by Christmas, after all.
You don't think they're pushing yourself too hard, sir?
What do you mean?
Maybe I'm imagining it, but you don't quite look like you mean it, sir.
It is your imagination. It is tiring to have them all in here all the time. Perhaps I should make a hutch for them outside.
Doesn't look like he's using them for research. What is he thinking? He's treating them awfully nicely, though. I've never seen him act that nice. Maybe he likes cute animals. I'm going home now, Doctor. Thank you for everything this year. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Thank you.
The non-binary Christmas loving not real birds. Merry Christmas! And just like that, friends, we finished the first story of Holiday Star. Beautiful. We're just going to the next story, I guess. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, I'm going to take a very quick break here, friends, to go pee, because I've been trying to hydrate like nobody's business to try to keep up with all these silly voices that I'm doing. When we come back, we'll get into the next story. Try to knock out one more here tonight, and then we'll get on the next one. All right. So yeah, I'll be back here soon. See you guys in just a minute. BRB!